So in today's video we're gonna discuss about heat capacity, specific heat capacity and molar heat capacity. So let's start with the first one, which is heat capacity. So what is heat capacity? It's simply the amount of heat required to rise the temperature of an object or a substance by 1 degree Celsius, or you can say 1 Kelvin. For example, here I have a substance of 275 Kelvin and I have to raise the temperature of it to 276 Kelvin. This is what heat capacity is. Let me write the definition here for you. Amount, hope you get my writing, of heat required to rise the temperature of an object, as I told, by 1 degree. 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin. Okay, if I talk about the mathematical term, so C, capital C, is basically used to recognize or is the symbol of heat capacity. Let me also mention it over here so it might get easy for you all. Capital C. Okay, now if I talk about its physical quantity, its mathematical term, so C, which is actually heat capacity, is equal to delta Q, which is like the amount of heat you provide, heat energy supplied, to delta T, which is change in temperature. Okay, this is the mathematical equation for heat capacity, and here Q, okay, the SI unit of what you can say, okay, where I was, okay, the SI unit of Q is joules and the SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. Okay, hope so this is clear. Now let's move to specific heat capacity. Okay, so what is the specific heat capacity? If we talk about the formula, okay, let us discuss the formula for the you can say mathematical equation first, then we'll move towards the definition. So it's simply, okay, it's donated by small c. It's recognized, donated by, oh my god, what I was saying. So it's basically recognized by small c. Okay, so the formula will be small c is equal to Q, which is heat energy supplied, and C is a specific heat, the symbol to recognize a specific heat capacity, and it will be mass delta, okay, mass is the mass of the substance and delta T is the change in temperature. So this is the mathematical term for a specific heat capacity. Okay, so we can just get into the definition after, by looking into this. Okay, first let me talk about this the units of these. Okay, so as I told you, the unit of heat energy supplied will be joules only. Okay, but what will be unit of mass and change in temperature? So of course mass will be kg and temperature will be, what will be the temperature? Kelvin. Okay, so this is what, this is our, or it can be also Celsius. Okay, it can be also Celsius. Okay, so this is the you can say units of the mathematical term. Now if I discuss the definition, so it's simply specific heat capacity is the amount of heat energy required to rise temperature of 1 kilogram. Okay, let me just write kg. Okay, 1 kilogram of a substance. By 1 degree Celsius. Okay, by 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin Okay, hope so you understood that what is the specific heat capacity. Let me just give a small overview what I have taught just now. It's denoted by small c, while the heat capacity is denoted by a capital C. Okay, and C here is the specific heat capacity, while Q is the heat energy supplied, M is the mass of substance which we have discussed here, temperature of 1 kg of substance. Okay, and delta T is the temperature, and these are the units. The heat energy, the unit of heat is joules, as you all know, and mass is kilogram, and temperature is Kelvin or Celsius. Okay, you can write any one of those, nothing gonna be wrong. Okay, so in simply, if I talk about the unit, it will be joule per kilogram per degree Celsius. Okay, joule per kilogram degree Celsius. Okay, now let's come to the last term, which is molar heat capacity. So what is molar heat capacity? Okay, we'll discuss the definition first. So molar heat capacity is recognized, or the sample for molar heat capacity is cm. Okay, so the molar heat capacity is the amount of energy amount of heat energy. Okay, amount of heat energy required to rise the temperature, almost same, but just they all have a slightly different, like small difference from all, to rise the temperature of 1 mole. This is something of 1 mole by 1 degree Celsius. Oh, ignore my writing, or 1 Kelvin. Okay, so amount of energy required to rise the temperature of 1 mole by 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin. So what will be the mathematical term? It's so clear. It will be cm for what? Cm for molar heat capacity. As I told, it's recognized by cm. Okay, and is equal to amount of you can say heat provided, delta Q, and here N will be the number of moles of the substance, and delta T will be the change in temperature. Okay, this N is basically number of moles of the substance. Okay, now if we talk about the SI unit, so it's so simple. The SI unit of delta Q will be joules, same in all of those, and the change here is N. So of course the SI unit of mole will be mole only, dot instead of if we talk about the unit of temperature, you can write here Kelvin. Okay, and you can also write here Celsius, up to you, whatever you feel. Okay, you should write. Okay, so wait, this is your SI unit of this mathematical term. Hope so this is clear. Let me just tell you a slight different here. So in the first case, amount of heat required to rise the temperature of an object, any object. Okay, not any specific thing, just it must be a substance or an object. Okay, in the second case, the amount of temperature or the amount of heat required to rise the temperature of 1 kg of the substance, only 1 kg of the substance. And here the amount of heat energy required to rise the temperature of 1 mole. This is the difference between three of them. If I give a summary of it, let me just give you a summary of it. So summary. Okay, summary. It's okay. So the first thing is heat capacity, which is basically recognized by CHEAT, heat capacity, symbol is capital C, relates to the entire object. Okay, relates to entire object, relates to entire object. Okay, now if I talk about the specific heat capacity, specific heat capacity it just focuses on mass, 1 kg of substance, 1 kg of substance. Okay, focuses on mass, which is 1 kg of a substance. Okay, now the last one, which is molar heat capacity. Molar heat capacity. Okay, so it focuses on the amount of substance. Okay, focuses on the amount of substance, which is what? 1 mole. Okay, hope so this is clear, and this is the short summary of it. Heat capacity recognized by capital C, specific heat capacity recognized by small c, and then we have molar heat capacity, which is recognized by Cm. Okay, relates to the entire object, focuses on the mass of 1 kg of the substance, and it focuses on the amount of substance, which is 1 mole. Okay, hope so this is clear. See you in the next video.